Hey, everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of Geek Table Talk. I am your host, Anthony Sterling, aka your friendly neighborhood Negro. And as always, joining me are my good buddies. How can I I got to give them titles this time. You guys deserve titles. So, all right. Well, I'm going to start with Chris, Mr. Christopher McNabb, the Microsoft, how can I put it? What can we give Chris? Because Chris is Microsoft heavy. He is Xbox to a T. So I'm going to just call you Mr. X. Good. It could be Resident Evil as well as your love for Xbox. So
Phil Jr.
Phil Jr. All right. Phil Spencer Jr., aka Mr. Christopher McNabb, is in the building. And last but never least, my other good buddy, I shall call him the avatar of the PC master race because that's how he games. Everyone else is below and under him as well as his ilk. Give it up for Mr. David. I'm from East New Orleans, B. Welte. What's up, man? Yay. And this time, ladies and gentlemen, episode 10, we have guests. Yes. We have guests because this show is going to be bigger than anything, bigger than, I don't know, just bigger than the universe. So starting off with my first guest, she is one of the dopest action figure collectors. You can call them toys, you can call them pieces of plastic for children, but I call it high art. So go yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Naomi Foxx is joining us in the building. Hello, how are you, ma'am?
Happy Pride, happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth. Yes, happy Freedom Day for people in Texas, because we blacks in Louisiana was free 2 years prior to that. So we enjoyed a good run before y'all got, the good news. But happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. Welcome to the show. And our other guests, I was lucky to be invited to this man's podcast, which is one of my favorite podcasts. And it's not because he's here. It's because he invited me. So now I owe him to say his podcast is that awesome. No, I am completely joking. His podcast, him and G, they are amazing. But right now, G wasn't able to make it. So I hope everything is going well with him. But today we are blessed with Mr. Arye the King of the Geek Salad Podcast. Not Greek salad. Much more delicious is Geek Salad. Exactly. Geek Salad is 100 times more delicious. So welcome, my brother. Welcome to the Geek Table Talk. How are you, good sir?
Yo, thanks for having me. I'm good, man. I'm ready. I'm
awesome. And Naomi, I'm sorry, I didn't ask. How are you? How are you today, Naomi?
I'm great.
Awesome.
I'm doing real good.
All right.
I'm off today, so I'm just looking forward to relaxing.
Thank goodness. Well, you see, they represent Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's nothing going on here, but
nothing
it's
going
still
on
happening.
Here. Exactly, because nothing's going on here in Louisiana, and sadly, I work in a building that's owned by a black man, and they have yet to say I get holiday pay.
Oh no, so, it's a national holiday.
It don't matter. They don't recognize King holidays, so I'm putting them on blast. I needs my holiday, and I've always said if the Klan had a holiday, best believe I'm taking off and getting double pay.
I know that's right.
Ain't no joke in that. Get your holidays, people. It's an American right. I don't know if that's true. That's not in the Constitution, y'all.
I mean,
so don't go ahead and try to sue your company.
I'm going with it.
That's it. Sue your employer Monday. That's what you're gonna have.
Exactly.
Every Monday following Juneteenth is sue your employer Monday.
Oh yeah. Because we want ours. You owe us. Well, it's really for the people in Texas. My cousin lives in Texas. I want reparations for him. That's how I'm gonna throw it. So, but ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 10 of the Geek Table Talk. Once again, we are sponsored by absolutely no one, and I guess that's what keeps us honest. So we would like those dollars. So if you are interested, you know how to find me. Contact information is below. I think it's going to be this way. I can never tell camera angles. Also, quick, before we jump into it, I want to thank everybody because I am on Twitch. Now I am an officially a Twitch affiliate. So woo, I make pennies, baby, for playing video games. Rich.
We out there.
Yeah, we out there
making dollars.
making it drizzle, baby. Look at those pennies just flying.
Right.
Flying
Hey man, no, that's making it hail, man.
Oh, okay. Well, make it hail. We'll just do a lot of damaging cars and roofs.
That's it.
All
Nickel
these pennies.
spend just like dollar spend. You can spend
Exactly.
nickels just the same way. Boom.
Exactly. It may take more, but I'll get there eventually. So I just wanted to thank everybody who followed and support. If you want to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button on the Twitch. I'm not gonna say prices because my love for you is invaluable. Your subscription to me has a value. So thanks anyway. I just wanted to say thanks. Also,
if you got Amazon Prime.
If you do have Amazon, that's right. If you have Amazon Prime, it is a part of your benefits. You do have, I think it's called Prime Gaming. You can hit the subscribe button, use your Prime account, and no money comes out your pocket except for how much is Prime nowadays? And $75, $95 a month. I don't know how much Jeff Bezos is charging people, man. You would think he'd get a better eye, but he's got a multi-million-dollar yacht. So you can do it that way. But once again, thank you. So with that being said, contest is still on. If you haven't known, let's get to 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. If we get there, great. Woo! I'll have one contest. But if we get to 500, there is a $50 gift certificate just chilling in the wind. Let's get to 500. You get it, you may have a chance of winning. That's all I'm going to say. And with that being said, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. It only takes a second. Blue thumbs up. Blue thumbs are always cool. And it helps with that funky ass YouTube algorithm. So help us get on those top searches when people are looking for the amazing Geek Chat. Let them find us. And hit the bell to turn the notifications to all, so you'll be notified every time we come up with a new episode or new movie review. And I do have some movie reviews coming with special guests, and it will include these two special guests down the line. So y'all better be ready. Have your calendars marked. I don't know when, just be ready. All right. So enough of that idle begging. Let's get into it, y'all. We're going to go with viewer comments. We got two quick ones, so let's knock those bad boys out. Our first comment comes from returning champ. Sorry. Guess what, y'all? Eclectic Blurred told me he's not putting one in this episode because he didn't want to piss off the Spider-Man fans. So he is now no longer a returning champ. The returning champ, he lost his belt. It goes to Sorry. And this comes from episode 9, where we were talking about our trailer park talk of the Venom trailer. And she just wanted to express her love for a certain person. And she says, Tom Hardy is my favorite Brit. That is it. That is the comment. She just wants the world to know she loves her some Tom Hardy. I like Tom Hardy.
I respect it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Idris is cooler. Just saying.
I forgot he was British.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, dude, Tom Hardy is way British.
Definitely British. Yeah,
he's way British. You know why? Because he does have a really good American accent.
Yeah, he does.
Like, he does a really great Midwestern accent, and his East Coast accent, well, New York accent is pretty good. But I'm sorry, Bane, that accent he made for Bane will always tell me that man is British. I'll live in the dark. I thought it was something like Jimmy Stewart taking acid and hanging out with Richard Nixon. So, Tom Hardy.
Oh, Batman.
Oh, you used the dark, but I was born in it.
That's my favorite part of the movie. Definitely.
That's the saving grace of that movie.
It really is. Because Bane dies on some BS at the end. You know what I'm saying? He gets run over by Catwoman or something.
I will say this. They did Bane like they did Bane in Batman and Robin. They made him a glorified bodyguard.
It wasn't that bad.
No,
Bane was horrible.
It wasn't as
just
horrible.
A mindless Hulk. Just going
Yeah,
around
I mean, and that guy died. Rest in peace to that dude.
oh damn! All right.
I think he did. No, I hope I didn't wish death on him. No, I think he did pass away. He passed away like some years after the movie, and it's not
Anthony
saying that the movie
folk.
killed him.
They killing folk for no reason.
I'm not trying to kill people, man. I'm just trying to give information.
They took
no,
the name
I mean,
of my show. Now I'm killing them.
There's too much bodies, Neil. Well, no, I mean, his Bane was way cooler than the Bane, but then when I watched it, and I was just like, y'all did it to him again. Y'all made him a bodyguard and a blowhard at that. Ah, well, at least we got. Nope, this is the end of who did those? Nolan.
Nolan. Yeah.
That was Nolan's end. So I was like, well, there's no redemption. I'll just leave it as is. So thank you. Sorry. Tom Hardy is your favorite Brit. I will still say Idris trumps him in every way, shape, or form. He is a DJ. He is an MMA fighter. He is just all around cool black man.
He's just a handsome dude. Like,
Woo.
Okay.
Ain't no joke in that. Idris is a well put together man.
Yeah, my woman
that's a
loves
handsome dude.
Idris.
You see?
That's like her cheat. That's like her cheat. Her hall pass. You know what I'm saying? We all get a
you-
hall pass. That's my woman's hall pass.
Don't do that, man.
That's
That's
it.
going. I don't want you to
I
have
wouldn't
a
even be
broken
mad.
arm.
I might listen if I would hit it too if I was a girl. Like it's what it is, man. Go have your fun with Idris, man.
Yep. And all I could say is if I had a wife and she said that, I'd have been like, all right, you got Idris. I get Hallie, I get Pam Grier, and consolation prize, Betty White.
Betty White.
No, I'm kidding.
Betty White was bad back in the day.
I
I
mean,
don't know if you've seen pictures from
okay.
her 30s or 40s. She
Oh,
was
yes.
bad. She was a baddie, man.
And then even another consolation prize, if she was still alive, Cecily Tyson. Y'all seen Cecily in the 60s and 70s?
She's beautiful.
Back in the day.
Woo.
Definitely back in the day.
You know, I told her, I would tell her, look, I need one white woman, but a gang of sisters. I just need one sin and the rest are saints.
Just a sprinkle.
That's it.
Sprinkle. That's it.
Just a little bit. You know, you got to test. You got to test the grounds. You know, that's just it. But man,
I'll allow it.
Yeah,
Off the
Idris
rails.
Elba always throws us off track, but then we got to slap ourselves back on. Way to go, Idris, bruv.
Dude's too handsome, man. Even for straight men, dude's too handsome. Like holy.
It's a handsome dude, man. Yes, he is. He's
Well,
a
it's
handsome.
like I said
handsome
last
guy.
episode, the man makes a lot of men wetter than ball okra. So take it for what it is, people. That's just the way life is. All right. So next comment comes from Jason. This is his first time commenting on the show. So thank you, Jason. Welcome to the show and thank you for the comment. He was just basically letting us know what we already know now because of E3. Microsoft's Flight Simulator will be available on Series X down the line and will be on Game Pass. So thank you for letting us know about that. I am very excited to play Flight Simulator. That's just me. I'm a goofball when it comes to flying planes. I hate flying in actuality, but I love flying planes.
It's good, relaxing, kind of just chill.
Yeah. Yes. And I think I'm telling y'all now, since I'm on Twitch, man, marijuana is not really legal here in Louisiana. But I think I'm gonna do some Twitch with some weed and some Flight Simulator, and just do like fly circles around Cajun Field.
So you're gonna be like Denzel Washington in that one movie where he was a pilot flying drunk. Like, he had to land a plane upside down or something crazy, but he was like drunk as hell. Like flight, yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'll just be like, your wheels need to be on the bottom. No, that's not what it's supposed to do.
They're gonna put you on trial. Put you on trial at the end.
Phil Spence is the judge. We didn't make Flight Simulator for you guys to just do drugs and fly. And I'll just look at them and go, the people survived, didn't they? I'll try to do my best horrible Denzel impersonation, which I'm not going to do here because I am not going to get sued or clowned.
You can be Maverick too, apparently.
Yeah, that's another cool thing. They are putting Top Gun in Flight Simulator. Man, you're gonna see a lot of people playing Kenny Loggins full blast. That's gonna be some pain for neighbors. Will you cut that shit off? Danger zone.
Quit cranking the loggins.
If you're gonna do the logins, play Caddyshack, damn it. Or at least the theme song to Footloose. I don't want to go to the danger zone anymore. You know how many Archer fans are gonna lose their shit playing Flight Simulator? Because Archer had a whole season where he was just saying danger zone. And they kept playing Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone. That's why I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be bad. All right. So Jason, thank you. And as usual, if you want to drop comments, put them down in the comment section below. Let us know how you feel. You like the show, you love the show, you hate the show, you don't care for us. Guess what? We're gonna read it anyway. And if it's very hurtful, I'll play some sad music and make you feel better about yourself. All right. Comments are done. And now for the feature presentation, the actual Geek Table Talk, where we talk about all things nerd and geek culture with news and conversation. And as usual, we start off with Marvel. And let's just start off like this. Anybody watching Loki?
Yes, it's real good.
See? 1, 2, 3. All right. We're all Loki'd, right?
Mhm.
So we're all up to par. We've watched both episodes.
I finished the last one last night.
Okay. The two, Arye, are you Loki'd up?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
All right. Chris,
No.
you Loki'd up? Oh, damn you, Chris.
Whoa.
That's correct, though.
Whoa.
Wah, 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 wah.
Well, no
Oh, no.
Loki talk, ladies and gentlemen. The highlight of the damn
Go
show
for it.
because Chris hasn't watched it.
Go for it.
No, I just want to say it is awesome. I just want to see everybody's feelings on it. Once again, Marvel just bear hugs us with such awesomeness. I saw there were complaints about the first episode being too slow, too much exposition, and I'm thinking I'd rather have it up front than have to go through 6 episodes, hopefully getting all of it, because let's be honest here. How many of us knew about the TVA?
I knew about it like maybe a month before it came out, only because Rob from Comics is playing.
Okay.
I watched it.
Yeah,
That's the only reason.
He is one of the best people to just go teach me,
Rob is the best, man.
just teach me. But I remember the comic, well, really, they were only in 2 comic books fully, which was Fantastic Four, and then Mobius made his, no, excuse me. Thor was their first appearance. And I can't remember I think it was Thor 372. And then Mobius made his big appearance in Fantastic Four issue where he went and they arrested the Fantastic Four. And I think it was one of the coolest issues because the way he pops up and he just goes, Reed Richards, Sue Richards, blah, 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 blah. You're under arrest for fucking with the timeline. And Reed's just like, I mean, yeah, I did it, but you're not going to stop me. And I'm like, man, Reed, that's some white privilege for your ass. when you screw up the natural timeline, the flow of time, and just be like,
What are you going to do about it?
exactly.
Right.
Even Ben look at him like, stretch. They're gonna erase you out of existence.
on the
yeah, man. Don't be a dingleberry, man. Like straight up. But I liked what they did. I think Chris, is this gonna ruin it for you if we say the big reveal?
No.
Okay. I don't think that's Lady Loki. I just don't think. Episode 2, gave up the variant. I don't think that's Lady Loki. I just don't think so.
I was thinking the Enchantress.
That's where I was going. But which Enchantress? Is it the Young Avengers Enchantress? Because
Right.
I think in the Spanish version or the other foreign languages interpretations, they have her known as Sylvie. And Sylvie's from the Young Avengers, who was in Roxbury, Oklahoma, and she's blessed with Asgardian powers. Come to find out it's Loki who wrote the whole thing, set the whole thing up. Or is it the original Enchantress? You know, I would be mad because I wanted the original Enchantress in the movies,
Right.
you know, played big, but I can live with what they're giving me, you know. So that's my whole thing. And just my love for Wumi Masaku is just ever flowing. It will never dry out. That woman is everything. Miss B, what is she? B15? You know, minute. Should I call her Minute Woman? Because that's the Minute Men. So I'll just call her Minute Ass Kicker. You know, she was awesome. But everybody are playing their parts well. I think the show is well written so far. Most folks are saying this is the best Marvel television show out the three.
I think it's premature right now.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I mean, how can you say that? It's just too in. Like,
How many episodes are planned?
It's 6.
Okay.
6 1-hour episodes, just like Falcon and Winter Soldier. Right now, WandaVision was the only one that had the crazy times, you know, because it was based on, you know, television genres and eras of that time. So I was like, I love WandaVision for the weirdness. Loki went back to the weirdness. You know, that's what I was really happy about, because Falcon and Winter Soldier was just awesome 80s action movie bros, you know. Samuel,
that's kind of what I wanted from that
bitch.
too, you know. Like, I mean, you know, it's the Cap, man. And
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do an intergalactic adventure with Captain America. No. So you're gonna get that action stuff. That's what's the beauty of it. But with Loki, you're messing with gods, demigods, whatever you want to call them. You're messing with magic, you're messing with super science. So yes, you're supposed to go all the way left. You know, you're supposed to be weird and whimsical and wonderful and just outright crazy. WandaVision was the same
just
way.
out there. Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to just go all the way out. So if you're not watching Loki, I highly recommend Loki. For the panel who have watched it, thumbs up or thumbs down. I'm sorry, Naomi, how did you feel about Loki so far?
Well, the first episode was kind of boring. I fell asleep on it, so I had to rewatch and catch up.
Okay.
But last night when I watched it, I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I was wondering about, what is her name? Yavanna?
Oh, Ravina.
Ravina. Is she
no, I'm sorry,
princess?
Ravana
Like in the
Renslayer.
comics? And King the Conqueror, is that going to be related? So I was definitely curious.
Yeah, because once you say her name, every comic book nerd lost their shit. Like,
oh yeah,
Kang is coming, and I'm like, y'all sound like a bunch of old black people. Martin Luther King was here.
Get the pitchforks.
Yeah. You know, and a lot of folks are thinking that Kang may make his big appearance on here, and I'm like, no, I think we're Mephisto in this a little too much. You know, because even when they showed the devil in the stained glass window, people, we knew Mephisto was coming. Yes,
right.
Yes. And I think
Marvel did that on purpose.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Marvel was just like
troll level 9,000, man. 9,000 troll level. That's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, and you know what? Good for them for doing it. Right. Good for them for doing it, because when I looked at it, I went, y'all motherfucker. No. There is no misfit. No, that's got to be a representation of Loki, you know, because the whole horns, he's the trickster and this, that, and the other, the god of lies. So I was like, nah, that can't be Mephisto. And then they go and talk about Nightmare.
I saw that.
So it was like, oh, is this some nightmare? Oh no, that's just another department. I'll help you burn it down too. So it was like people got on. They're teasing Nightmare. Nightmare is coming. So
it's all happening.
Exactly. Arye, your thoughts on Loki so far? 2 episodes.
First episode, I agree with Naomi. The first episode was kind of boring. Like you said, a lot of exposition in it, but necessary exposition. Second episode, a little bit more action. You know what I really like about this show is you get to see Loki in his whole trickster form. You know what I'm saying? Like he's in this element, and you can tell even with his conversation with Owen Wilson's character, he's like, well, I would never stab nobody in the back. And Owen is like, you've literally done it like 50 times in your life. Like we got the video of you stabbing
Right.
people in the back. He's like, well, I wouldn't do it again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's boring. So it's like you get this whole thing with Loki because he's the god of mischief or demigod of mischief, whatever. And it's like, yo, is he telling the truth or is he not? And I think the writers of the show really, really play into that, and it makes it interesting. I don't think it's really something we've ever seen, you know, in a character in a series like this, to where everything they're saying, you don't know what their motivation is. You know what I'm saying? Are we getting the good Loki that helped Thor out, or are we getting the Loki that had the little thing and ripped the guy's eyeball out in the first Avengers movie?
And enjoying it.
We don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's up in the air, and I like the element of it.
Cool. I'm just gonna say this. Watch it as a whole. If people are still like, oh, it's boring. First episode was boring, and it throws you away. Wait for it all to show, and then Netflix binge it. Just because I think, personally, for me, it's not the best Marvel television show. Not yet. Can't give it that. I have to watch all 6 episodes, and then I'll go back and watch all 3 shows and go, And then when What If come out, I might go, wait a minute, that's the best Marvel show that's out. You know what I'm saying? So I highly recommend people check it out. Even if you're a casual fan, they do give good exposition on what's happened up to that point. So if you've never even seen any of the Marvel films, especially, the core films that led to the Avengers, they show you all of it in his This Is Your Life
I was
film
gonna say
reel.
that's in the first episode they kind of give you this, hey, if you weren't here for this, hey, this is what kind of happened with him.
Yeah, you missed out on 10 years. Here it is in 15 minutes. Bam, and then you're like, oh, I feel up to date. So yeah, I love Loki. I'm enjoying where it's going. I think all the actors in it are just top notch. And Google and Batha Raw, oh Lord, that woman there, Ravina.
Hold on, which one is Ravina?
Ravina is the one the judge. She's the one that signs the.
Oh yeah. You know she up to something.
Yeah, because she's an emissary of the timekeepers. And what I'm loving is even when Mobius say, so how are they today? And she's like, oh, they just do what they do, because we never see them. We never see the timekeepers. We may see them in later episodes. I personally think, for me, the timekeepers are the villains, but the villains with purpose. Not the whole. I don't think they're gonna kill now that's the new phrase. Shout out to DJ Ben. I mean, the killmongering of the villain. I don't think you're gonna get that with the timekeepers. Like, their thing is of a certain purpose, because even watching the propaganda animation, which, man, Marvel, hire these people to do your animation work, period. We need new Marvel cartoons. Get these folks to do it. Get them. That's all I'm begging you. Just get them.
Hey, I have a question. This is not our universe Loki, right? This is a multiverse Loki.
No, this is
explain it.
Yeah, this is the 2012 Avengers Loki.
Yeah, but not the one that went the whole.
That went the whole route.
Yeah.
No, because he got clipped out early.
Yeah,
he got taken out early.
So are we following like another timeline with him?
Because he took the Tesseract and zoop. Remember what the Ancient One told Bruce? You take one Infinity Stone out of it, a new path emerges.
Right.
So that's the Loki we get. And because of that, now we have all these other variant Lokis going around. They had the Loki that won the Tour de France. That was the most hilarious picture I've seen of him. Because he's holding the trophy and he has the yellow shirt on and it just says Loki. We're done. Boom. So the question is,
well, I was wondering, like, when we go back to our current universe, he's not going to be there, is he?
Well, that's the thing, because the whole thing is he has to take out the murderous variant, and after that they're going to erase him. But his move is, okay, if I do this for you, all I ask is for audience with the timekeepers. And Mobius is just kind of like, maybe we'll see. Just don't get your don't get your hopes up. And the funniest thing is, quite frankly, this variant, Lady Loki, maybe Sylvie the Enchantress, she's throwing a whole, she blew up the game, literally. So now it's like, oh damn, are we gonna get the multiverse war? Because they even talked about that. They showed Titan during the Kree, I think it was the Kree and the Minutemen were fighting on Titan. What else? Like, they showed all kinds of stuff. There was a Skrull that was a part of the TVA. So we are definitely getting Secret Invasion. We already knew that with Spider-Man Far From Home. There was so many. Stan Lee made an appearance. What else? There was some other Easter eggs that I found personally, and I'm just sitting there going, y'all just putting too many things out there for us to just say this is coming in the movie universe, and most of it never pans out. And then I
fan service.
Yeah, it's good fan service, but it doesn't always mean you're going to get it, movie wise or in television. But it's a fun show.
Long story short, Chris.
Yeah.
Mr. McNabb, get your ass on a TV and watch the show. And watch the show. Hey, watch the show, huh?
What are you doing with yourself, huh?
Hey.
Sit at your chair and watch the fucking show, sir. That's Google.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect.
It was your mouth. That's all. That's good.
It encapsulated it perfectly. Boom, right there.
Over here. Hey. Yeah, that's it. That's what it is. Hey. This guy. Hey.
Oh, and before we leave Loki, I just want to say, Naomi, that Aurora figure, that's coming home. Don't ever invite me to your house. I'm gonna take the queen.
I'm
not
3 extra.
And I see you also have
Mohawk.
The Mohawk. Oh my goodness. Oh,
yeah,
that's my childhood, right? That's my childhood right there.
Dude.
This one.
Yeah, that's classic right there.
You ever read the Light Death issues when she lost her powers and had the Mohawk?
Oh yeah.
And then come to find out Forge was the one that motherfucker. Oh, I wanted to seriously chop off his mechanical leg.
And then they fell in love. So it's kind of like, okay.
That's the one. Dump him, sis. That's all I was saying. I was 10 years old yelling at Storm. He did it. He's the one who screwed you over.
The
whole time. And she's just like, things happen. I'm like,
so calm in nature.
Oh, but she whooped his ass though.
She did.
She whooped him. She taught him a lesson. And like I say, y'all listen to black women, because if you don't, you're gonna end up like Forge. That's all I'm gonna say. Just saying. Cherry on top. So that was our Loki talk. But we do have a couple of quick movie news for Marvel and television news. And I just want to say, to start off, congratulations to Miss Issa Rae for doing it big and getting that Marvel bag / Sony bag, because now we have a Spider-Woman in the Sony. Now, this is not the MCU, everybody. This is let me see how it goes. The Sony Marvel universe of some kind of shit. They have a goofy name for it. Or it's the Marvel universe, the Sony movie universe with Marvel characters. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous name.
I like the first one with the shit and all that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but she just got the how do they say? She is picked now to play Spider-Woman, or aka Jessica Drew, in Into the Spider-Verse sequel.
It's the animated?
It's the animated version. Yeah, she's not gonna be Marvel proper. She's gonna be more some. but it is into the Spider-Verse.
It's
That movie was
something.
dope as
It
hell.
was.
That movie, man, that was such a
man.
good movie.
Every time I play Miles Morales, I start humming that stupid ass Post Malone song.
Post Malone.
It was sunflower. I'm swinging through New York. Yeah.
Listen, my kids loved it.
Oh,
that was
man.
one movie. We bonded over that movie. Like I have a 13, a 12, and a 4-year-old. They all love the movie, and I loved it. So it's something we watch like all the time. It's ridiculous.
Man, I try to get my nephew to watch, my oldest nephew to watch it. Yeah. And he loves Spider-Man, but he loves Peter Parker Spider-Man.
Oh.
Which, not bad. Not bad at all. But every time I start watching it, he looks and he just goes, Uncle, when we watching Batman? I'm like, he almost got knocked out because he confused Black Panther with Batman.
How old is he? How old is he?
6.
Oh, okay.
But that's still enough for an ass whipping.
What's his cape?
Gotta teach him, man.
My daddy taught me right. He didn't teach me about Black Panther. He just went, that man's rich and white. That man's a king. Which one you like? And I just went, I was cool. But I still love Batman, you know. We're going to get to some Batman news in a minute. But yes, I just want to say a quick congratulations to her for getting the spot to play Jessica Drew, aka Spider-Woman, but also quickly in throwing it out there, She-Hulk has her villain, and I am stoked for this. So let's see. Congratulations to Miss Jamila Jamil. I hope I'm saying that right. No, I don't want to put no disrespect on her name, for getting the role of Titania in the She-Hulk series. If you don't know who Titania is,
or who made her,
who made and this is where I'm getting a little way too excited. I'll give you a quick rundown. Titania was a regular old woman who was swept up during the Secret Wars and was given powers by who, Chris?
Dr. Doom.
Greatest supervillain of all goddamn time.
Oh, yes. Put some respect on his name.
Put respect on Victor Von Doom's name. And she becomes Titania. She becomes a thorn, a very super powered thorn in the side of not only She-Hulk, but the Incredible Hulk. And there's a couple of issues, probably I think in the mid to late 80s, where when she did come back, she was wrecking shop. She even put the Hulk on his ass. You know, it took her throwing, I think it was a train or something. She picked up something and threw it at him. And Hulk was just like, bitch boring. Hulk go now. And he turns back to Ben. I'm paraphrasing.
Oh, that's really good.
But she is definitely a cool ass villain character in the Marvel universe. She is also married to one Crusher Creel. So hopefully we get to see him make his appearance in the MCU, while he did make an appearance in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the television series, which I still say is one of the best Marvel series ever made. I don't care. Fight me on it, at me. He made a small appearance, I think, for maybe 10 episodes in season 6. I think it was season 5. I'm sorry, season 5 and season 6. So Titania is going to be in She-Hulk series that's going to be on Disney Plus, along with the return of the Abomination. So I'm wondering if Tim Roth is coming back to do the voice.
I think so. He's part of the cast. So
okay, cool.
That's to say.
That's gonna be awesome. So that's happening. And final piece of Marvel movie news: the King of Atlantis is coming. Ladies and gentlemen, teased since Iron Man 2. Pushed even further in Avengers Endgame. The King of Atlantis, and we ain't talking about Arthur Curry's bitch ass. We talking about the original king. I'm gonna say Mr., but King Namor has been cast in Black Panther 2. And Marvel said, y'all know what? We know you guys love what was the movie? what's the show on Netflix about? Oh man, I am drawing a blank. No. You see, I was gonna say Cool World. But let me see my guy's name because I've seen him in the show.
What's the show about?
It's about Pablo Escobar.
Oh, Narcos.
Thank you. I was going to say Castro's, and I get my O's messed up. Sorry, but Tenoch Huerta. I hope I'm saying his name right. I don't mean to butcher it. He's been cast to play King Namor in the upcoming Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. They're saying he's going to be the villain of this. So here's my question: is Wakanda going underwater? And if so, are we getting Doom War? Because remember, most of this starts to bleed into Doom War. Because Namor did it when he was he went apeshit and flooded all of Wakanda when he received the powers of the Phoenix. So I'm wondering, we already know now mutants exist because Namor is considered the first mutant. And okay, I know geeks will be like, no, it's Apocalypse. You're wrong again. There was a mutant before Apocalypse, and she's the Black Queen of the Hellfire Club. Read your shit. But as print and published by Marvel Comics, Namor is the first published mutant. So we now know mutants are in the MCU proper. So my thing is Wakanda going underwater?
I think I read somewhere that Atuma is gonna be in the movie too.
Yeah, they're supposed to bring Atuma, and I hope they don't bring in Namora.
I heard that too.
That's kind of corny. But
that's back when you had the original version of whatever character. Like, oh, what else can we do?
We got to make a female version. Yep. So I'm hoping they don't bring Namor. They bring in Namor, but give her a different name. So my fingers crossed that Wakanda Forever. I don't think it's gonna do what the first Black Panther did, because that's lightning in a bottle. But I'm hoping people still support it, even though Marvel's saying, look, we're not recasting Black Panther. They didn't say they wasn't gonna recast forever. Let's all make that known. What Feige said is, as of right now, we're not recasting. Maybe down the line, you never know. Coogler might have wrote, we might get a little thing with the Multiverse of Madness where we may see a different Black Panther that gets thrown into the mix, thus bring us, some Secret Wars kind of stuff. Don't know, but I'm just hoping, and I'm talking a lot, so y'all jump in too. I'm really hoping that we just get a great story and we get to explore Wakanda a hell of a lot more. And, a continuation of what we seen in the first Black Panther film, because we got a nice little chunk of Wakanda, but we didn't get a lot of Wakanda.
But what there is in Wakanda.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like give it to us, because, we all know they're going to have a Wakanda series coming.
Mm-hmm.
And Danai Gurira, she's been cast to come back as Okoye, but it's not known if she's coming back for that series. So they're thinking they may have an Okoye series, like her own thing, so woof.
That would be dope.
That would be. Y'all just try to keep Letitia Wright off of Twitter.
I will throw this out there. A lot of people are saying that Namor was in the Eternals trailer. He was the little boy.
Could be, but I don't. That would have to be Atlantis.
Mm-hmm.
That where they're going. But in the Eternals comic, it's Mesopotamia that they first make themselves known to humanity. And if you don't know about the Eternals, whoo, man, get ready, because all I want is Ison the Searcher to blow shit up. I need some celestial violence. I need galactic, just violence on the galactic proportions.
First, I would like to say and give it up for my esteemed panel, because everybody, when you started talking about Namor, they was like, yo, the first mutant. that's a certain level of comic book knowledge and geekery that, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like one of those things. Like, we know that y'all know what y'all talking about with comic books. If you know that little tidbit, definitely the first mutant in publication.
And
but
the fun. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say the thing I always found interesting with Namor is that he definitely came before Aquaman, but Aquaman is like way more like he has way more notoriety.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Of course, because
so that's like I always found that mad ironic. Like if I was a dude that made Namor, I'd be like, yo, y'all stole my whole thing, and your character is more popular. Like I would be like,
right. Well, and the thing is that the reason for Aquaman's notoriety does come from the Super Friends, where he is more of a joke. I'm throwing it out there. Aquaman was a joke. Aquaman. Yeah, so you speak to fish. No. But Namor did have a cartoon during in the 1960s. It wasn't the best looking cartoon, because basically all they did was cut and paste from the comics and then just move them out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember cheap animation.
But he hasn't gotten that casual fanfare as, say, Aquaman. You could talk to any adult our age, maybe younger or a little older, and say Aquaman. Oh yeah, I know about him. I remember him from the Super Friends.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
Yeah, you know, shout out to Ted Knight. But when you say Namor, what's that? Like, who is that? You know, and I'm sorry, Namor did have the worst costume back in the day. Speedos and wings on his ankles.
Like an underwater dominator,
kind
of sex worker. Like, I don't know, man. He got a lot going on. And then he had the wings on his feet, like he was Mercury, like from the Power.
Then the eyebrows.
It was on fleek.
Exactly. They were always on point. You know, if it was one thing. If it's one thing that differs from Namor and Aquaman, Namor was that bitch. He was a bad bitch. Yeah. He was like, hey, look at me. Look at him. Me, him. And that's all you had to do. But I like the fact that he doesn't have that notoriety, so Marvel can give him the introduction he deserves. You know, like I said, this is the company that made us fall in love with a talking tree and a raccoon.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And they may be doing it again with making us fall in love with, I'm just going to say it, a fish man. A very arrogant merman. You know, because I mean, Namor, he has this charisma, but he's also this asshole.
Very much so.
I don't know who's a bigger asshole in Marvel, him or Doom. And if I told that to Dr. Doom, I would die. Why? Because Doom is no man's second choice.
Facts.
So to you, Dr. Doom, goes the asshole spoils, my friend. You know, so all I want is a great movie with amazing character development. Wakanda go underwater, and then Shuri does what she does best: blow up all of Atlantis and say, fuck you and your couch. Because she killed some Atlanteans. She buzzed them up. So we shall see. So fingers crossed to that. And I think,
Speedo and wings out of here.
You get your winged ass out my face. Blow it up, baby. So with that being said, let's move on to more geekery, because shout out to Netflix and their Geek Week. You know, I call it the wrap up because, man, did they go to town with announcements that last week? Last week was Geek Week, and they just, geez Louise, they just went off. Let's just start off. He-Man. That's all I need to say. Your thoughts?
That was my whole child. He-Man was my whole childhood, bro.
Yeah.
He-Man, Thundercats, all of them.
Oh man, the fact that they have Kevin Smith show running. I think Mark Bernardin wrote a couple of episodes. the goddess of all voice acting, Tara Strong, I get it, but Cree Summer is the voice of the sorceress. When I heard her voice, I was just like, all right, this is it. Y'all got me. You win. We're cool. Yay. He-Man. Back again.
Power,
But I will say this, though. They really gave it to our LGBT people. They said, look, it's Pride Month. Here's the colors. Here's the muscle men's for you gay men who loved all them muscles.
Muscle men's.
And here's Bonnie Tyler. I need a hero. If that wasn't, hey, it's Pride Month, you can have it. This is for you. And I'm not saying it as a diss. I'm actually glad, because I'll be honest, I didn't think He-Man was the greatest cartoon when we were coming up. I was just looked at it like, he kind of off. Like his proportions were a little too off. You know?
He needs to be drug tested, man.
Yeah, he's on some. Oh, most definitely. I was kind of like, I'm gonna stick with the robots in disguise. See you guys later. And G.I. Joe with people who can't aim straight. I'm all right. But I did enjoy He-Man. I really did enjoy when they brought it back. I don't know if y'all remember the Masters of the Universe cartoon that they had on Cartoon Network.
Remember? Well, there you go.
Is that a DVD?
Okay. Yeah.
Is that the DVD? Wait, show it again. Show it again.
Yeah.
He-Man.
It's the haircut. It's the bang.
Oh, yeah, that haircut.
The bowl cut.
Yeah. It was so foppish.
Void Christmas.
For me, I just sat there and I went, how in the hell y'all don't know that's He-Man? Because Adam was brolic. How y'all didn't know? Oh, he just wearing a loincloth and got a tan. That's a completely different man. How y'all didn't know? I'm set. Wait, He-Man came out in 83, 84. So I'm 6, 7 years old. And I'm just going, Adam, He-Man, same person. You didn't even have to do by the power of Grayskull. I'm just like, oh, he went to the tanning bed. All right, cool. Cringer.
Loincloths are very deceiving. You know.
Yeah, you know.
Just saying.
But the
you
cool
don't look familiar. Hold on, like, what about with this loincloth?
Yeah.
That's you. That's him. I know it. That's him.
Oh, and I just love how he said,
looking at his dick for
only a few people know my secret.
Man at Arms.
Man at Arms, the Sorceress, and Orko. And my thing is like, this is He-Man. Like, He-Man is Superman. How can't you tell Superman and Clark Kent are the same person? But if you notice, the way Clark Kent he was always hunched over and shy and goofy and clumsy. Superman's assured of himself, chest out, you know, he said with his chest, you know, you got big kryptonite energy. You couldn't do that with He-Man. Adam was 345 all muscle.
Yeah, but he was a coward.
No, he wasn't.
He'd always run away.
Coward.
Yeah, he'd always run away.
He ran away to go in the tan bed to get his,
exactly.
to get his color. And then he's like, now I'm Puerto Rican. Punch. Oh no, he was more Dominican. I think He-Man's Dominican. Yeah.
What?
He was in the Heights. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Oh yeah.
It's definitely not. Side note, I didn't know the Heights was
million.
I didn't know the Heights was a musical, man. My homie just I don't know how we started talking about musicals, but I was having a conversation with my homie. We was talking about musicals, and he brought up the Heights. I was like, yeah, you know, some controversy that we talked about the last week about that, about, you know, Afro-Latina representation. And and he was like, he was talking about it. I was like, wait, it's a musical? Like, I had no idea it was a musical.
It was I think his second musical. Because he did.
I know it's the guy from Hamilton,
right?
But
Lin-Manuel,
he just did a regular movie. Yep. I didn't know it was a musical.
Anything that man touched, he did a musical too. You can just go right on back, and trust me, it was on Broadway before it came on celluloid. So, yeah, He-Man could have been in the Heights. That's all I'm saying.
He-Man is Dominican.
He-Man is Dominican. Trust me. He smokes hookah, and let me stop. Let me stop. But anyway, next story. But quickly, He-Man Revelation premieres I think it's this month or next month, and it's only part 1. They haven't announced when part 2 is going to air. Kevin Smith said it is a spiritual continuation of the show, because the first 15 minutes is going to go back to the original last few episodes that they did, and kind of just bridge it in. And the revelation is basically about Teela finally finding out that Adam is He-Man.
Is it a cartoon?
Yeah, full animation.
Okay.
Full animation. When you get a chance, check out the trailer. I think the trailer is amazing.
Bring back the old horrible movie with Dolph Lundgren and all that.
I was wondering if Frank Langella was gonna be Skeletor, but no, we got Mark Hamill. I'm good.
Hey, that's good.
I'll get you, Spider-Man. I was like, wait, is that Mark Hamill?
Listen, let me just throw this out there real quick. Is he more iconic for Luke Skywalker or all of the voice joints he's done combined? Which of those two is more iconic in geekdom?
I think now, Joker. I think his voice worked. I really think his voice worked. Because the weird thing is, now this is my opinion, everybody, please jump in. There is more attention now to geekdom than it was I think me and Chris are the same age, so we're older than y'all, than when we were kids. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
it's cool now.
Yeah, it's cool now. Yeah.
Right. It's completely cool. Like Naomi has this amazing figure collection.
Well, thank you.
She go back in 1985, 86 and say, hey, I have all the X-Men.
They would think I'm a crazy person.
Exactly.
I couldn't tell people I like that in school.
They've been like, geek.
Wouldn't have worked.
Get out of here, nerd.
Yeah, for sure.
Nowadays, I could walk around at 44 and say, bitch, I got Static Shock pop figure. That's really nice. You may talk shit about me later, but you ain't gonna say it to my face.
They'll judge, but
they can judge all they want. But guess what? I'm the executioner. I'll kill them all. Not literally. I'll hurt their feelings and tell them, your ancestry as well as your descendants ain't shit. Your bloodline is trash. So, so yeah, I mean, it's cool now. So I think with Mark Hamill, more people see him as the voice of the Joker than they will Luke Skywalker, because not many are going back to watch Star Wars. And maybe I'm wrong, but I have not seen a new generation of geeks and nerds go, I watched episode 4 and 5 and 6, and oh my goodness, you don't really hear it unless their parents were fans and it's like bred into them, That's just my outlook. If y'all have something different, please speak on it.
I agree totally. I think it's popular now. Like I said, I couldn't say that back in high school or when I was growing up, or I would be looked at, like, oh, okay, stay away from you. But yeah, 4 eyes, nerd. You know what I mean? And people think since you like that stuff, you have to look a certain way.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, because Lord knows being black and nerdy was not cute
in the
80s.
Yeah.
Ooh, man. The only way I survived was just straight up, I was big for my age. That was it. Everybody knew me like, well, I wasn't a fighter. I was just that kid you walked away from because I would throw a desk at you. That's it. I was raised on the Incredible Hulk television show, and Lou Ferrigno was my hero in that motherfucker threw things.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Don't poke the bear.
Don't poke the bear. That was it. I mean, we were video game crazy, which was normal. But for me, I was like comic books. I need to go to Big Comics. I need to go to Miss Teresa's. I have to buy the comics in the grocery store when I go.
Mm-hmm.
If I couldn't get, the Archie Digest, I would lose all faith in humanity because my mom was like, I ain't buying you that shit. And I'm like, but it's Archie. What is wrong with you, woman? But you buying Cosmopolitan and Ebony. The fuck is that? I don't give a damn about Bill Cosby. I want to know what happened to Jughead and Big Ethel.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing. Let me have it. So yeah, I just think people will remember him more for his voice work than as Luke Skywalker. And we can also blame those sequels that came for that reason as well.
Yeah, that too. But you're right. I mean, nowadays, man, that dude does so much voice work. I mean, geez.
Yeah.
Like it's not only, you know, I mean, yeah, the Joker is probably like the biggest voiceover role.
Right.
But man, he does so much now.
Yeah, I mean, he was the trickster. He played the trickster in the Flash television show, and then he came back in Justice League and played and did the voice for the trickster. You know, I mean, he has a voice where if you listen to Skeletor in the trailer, you go, "Is that Mark Hamill?" And then he laughs, and you're like, "Well, I'll be damned. That's Mark Hamill and Skeletor." And then you go, "The Joker is Skeletor." You don't go, "Luke Skywalker is, you know, Skeletor." It's because of his voice. His voice has become iconic. It's like Cree Summers. When I heard Cree Summers, I was like, "That's Agent 5. That's Penny from from Inspector Gadget.
That's Freddy from a different
That's
world.
Freddy from a different world.
Oh,
that's my crush."
I was in love with her, man.
So I would love for him to be remembered for everything. Give him his flowers now while he's walking the planet. And but I think this generation, the generation after me, and maybe the generation after them, the ones that's there now, the TikTokers and all of that, I think they know him more for his voice work than for his acting, for like being in Star Wars. That's just my opinion. And usually I'm right. I'm just
so back to the Netflix week. We've had a lot of stuff though besides that.
Oh, look, yeah.
I'm gonna just rapid fire throw out a few that I can remember at least.
Throw them out.
You know, you got your Cowboy Bebop, you know, live action and everything.
Woo!
You got
shout
your
out to Yoko Kanno
coming back. Yeah.
Yep.
You got your Castlevania new series coming, you know.
Yeah.
You got your Cuphead show that I kind of forgot was even a thing. You know, Wayne Brady is the Dice King. I mean,
let me tell you, I sang the theme song to Cuphead as I watched that trailer, and I was just like, all right, I'm ready for it.
Oh yeah, you look, animation's beautiful. You know, it's gonna be where it's at. Let's see, what else can I think of? If I'm probably gonna miss a bunch.
They did Shadow and Bone announced season 2. The Umbrella Academy announced the next season, but they also announced the show titles for each episode. They did that. Was that
any Witcher 2? No.
Witcher 2 wrapped up production. It's getting ready, coming out this year. Late 2021. Yeah, they marked it. They said we are coming out at the end of this year. So everybody be ready.
Probably missing some other stuff, but those are the ones I can think of. You know.
Yeah. Oh, one of the big ones I was super, super excited for. And I know a lot of folks were like, who cares? I care. Neil Gaiman's The Sandman.
That's true.
Is getting a series on Netflix. And I lost my shit. I was like, okay, let's go. And plus, people are pissed because Death is being played by a black woman.
What's wrong with that?
Girl, you don't know?
No, I don't.
It's supposed to be mythical,
but it's just it's a fake person. Like it's a, what do you call it?
Here's
character.
Right.
We got to be riled up nowadays.
Exactly.
Like the Little Mermaid. Like, come on.
Oh, you know why? Because here's the deal. If a black woman can play Death, who is a white character, ladies and gentlemen, she's not white. She's ashen. She is the representation of death.
I was about to say, like,
then Chris Hemsworth can play Martin Luther King.
That's not.
It doesn't equate.
It's not the same.
But that's the dumb logic.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the dumb logic. It's the fact of, well, why is there no White Panther? Well,
people act as if context doesn't mean anything.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you're an adult, you should understand nuance and keeping things in context. You know,
look how the so-called Puritans got pissed off when what's sister name? Anna Diop played Starfire in the Teen Titans series.
Yeah.
Where they were like, oh, she's our Starfire. What do you mean? She's black.
When I was a kid, I
Starfire's
thought
orange.
Starfire was black.
Like,
I did.
That child name is
goddamn alien.
Coriander.
Come on.
Yeah, she's
I
an
mean, the way
alien.
they
high
drew
yellow
her.
people that's
Right.
black. You could be black and high yellow. She just high orange.
She just
You know
high
what I'm saying?
orange. And here's
High
the deal.
orange, that's
Her
it.
name is Coriander. She named
Orange
after a
bone.
spice. What do black people do? We name our children after cars and spices. Thank you. Thank you. We are done. We are goddamn done. Y'all stop being mad.
Time.
Yeah, there you go. Stop being mad. Enjoy what's being given. If you don't like it, I love how, I forgot who said it, for Milestone Comics. If you don't like how we're doing Static, we have the compendium of 1,300 pages of classic Static and all the Milestone stuff that was done. Go back and read that.
That doesn't go away.
Doesn't go away.
It's there.
You don't like that Superman may be Negroid? 1978-79, Christopher Reeve, still to this day, I say, played the greatest version of Superman. I can always go back and watch that. Stop. Just stop. That's all. That's just my outlook. Just stop. If you don't like it, don't like it. It's beyond
when I see
crazy.
the movie, I just enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
I don't care who plays it. It's just I enjoyed it.
Right.
You know, but as
they,
soon as, you know, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but that's what they look for. Like somebody has to complain about something. If they're not heard, everybody. Exactly. It's not for everybody. You know, at one time I was kind of ticked off that I didn't want Michael B. Jordan to be the Human Torch. And then I saw the movie, it was horrible, and I was like, oh, I feel for Michael B. Jordan. He shouldn't have been. I was right. He shouldn't have been the Human Torch. This was horror.
Boy,
this was horrible.
Thank God he got, his Marvel redemption.
Oh, Lord, that was a redemption beyond him and Chris Evans both. They got redeemed. You know, but I look at it more as you're changing a fictional character. Not that there are many that are going, we want a black Fantastic Four. I want a black Reed Richards. I want a black Reed Richards. And I just go, I want Adam Bashir. I want the Blue Marvel.
I would prefer that.
I want Blue Marvel. I do live in that vein of Reed is a scumbag. I love Mr. Fantastic. But he's kind of a scumbag in the way he does things. See, at least Doom tells you, I'm going to take over this damn world and ain't a damn thing you're going to do about it. Reed will tell you, oh, I have a purpose. It's to save humanity, but it's really just for his own whim. He's so egomaniacal. He has a council of himself. The Council of Reeds.
Council of Reeds, yeah.
So,
that was some junk. I remember seeing that in Secret Wars.
You know, I mean, I do like the fact, you know, and if they say, okay, well, we will have the first Marvel's first family be a black family. Okay, fine. Make it good.
That's all that matters is the storyline.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tell me the story.
Better just be goddamn good.
And Dr. Doom better be played by Idris Elba. If we going all black, we go black. We go black. It's not the Fantastic Four. It's the Blacktastic Four. We are going all the damn way.
And somehow put the dude from what was his name? Frozone in Incredibles. Where's my super suit? Like, yo, put him in it somehow.
Susan, I have asked you time and time again, where is my super suit? And the thing is made of onyx. He is not orange rock. He is black.
It's just all straight, yeah.
It's just straight black, ninja black. If you're gonna go with it, go with it. You know. But I would like to see the black characters that are there get their shine. If you're gonna do, and I said this on Twitch a while back, if you're gonna do the black Superman, you have Calvin Ellis, you have Val-Zod. Val-Zod, I think, has the more interesting version of an origin, because I believe it is is it Val-Zod? Yeah. He was adopted by by Jor-El, and when Krypton was blowing up, they actually sent Kal-El and him out. Kal-El made it there first, but he went evil, and I hope I'm saying it right, and Val-Zod became Superman, and they kicked Kal-El's ass. So if you do that, I mean, do that. But if you're gonna say Clark Kent is a brother from Kansas, which they are brothers in Kansas, and you're just saying, oh, we're color swapping, like, hey, when you play a fighting game, like when you play Street Fighter and two people play Ryu,
The
we just
different
do
colors.
we do.
Mhm.
That's all we're doing here, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. You have Icon and Rocket, you have Static, you have John Stewart. John Stewart is the most popular Green Lantern.
He really is.
Take it how you want it, people. I know Hal is not even the original. Alan Scott is. But John is the one millions recognize now.
I say because of all the Justice League cartoons and everything, he was
Yes.
the one that was featured. And
exactly. First time I saw Justice,
those were badass. Like,
right. And the first time I saw Justice League, I was like, where the fuck is Hal Jordan? Why y'all don't? Why y'all got John Stewart? And then I was like, ooh, wait a minute.
And he was
Stewart's pretty goddamn badass.
So he was smashing Hawker. Come on, bro.
He gave
all day.
Yeah, he was getting them. He was right in between them Thanagarian thighs,
massaging her wings and shit.
Oh yeah. And I love the fact that they had the triangle between him, Hawk Girl, and Vixen, and that was messy.
Mm-hmm.
That was some mess, But
they don't do stuff like that in cartoons no more, unless it's like an adult cartoon. But like
that's what I appreciate about DC.
Yeah,
they're not afraid to go there.
DC, okay. Well, you know what? Breaking news: Batman does not eat puss.
Oh, perfect segue. I love
perfect segue. We are done with Geek Week.
Talking about superheroes, talking about getting it on with Batman. Don't eat puss.
Sorry, Netflix. Perfect. But this is bigger. This is bigger than hip hop, buddy. Batman.
He doesn't do it, man.
Just don't do it.
I feel like what actually happened was he just didn't have his prep time, so he didn't want to ruin his perfect. Thing. He's 1 million and old with prep time, so he was like, "Listen, I don't." But this was the defeat. Yeah, so he backed up. Or after that, he's gonna come back though.
Our Catwoman didn't have prep time, if you know what I'm saying. Bushwood. Rolling through the forest, unable to see the trees. I'm just gonna say it, and if y'all don't know what we're talking about, the director of the Harley Quinn series, that's on HBO Max right now, which is amazing. It is hilarious. Came out and said that there was a scene that was cut out with Batman tongue tickling the twat of Catwoman, and yes, I said it that way. But if you want the technical term, he was practicing Dark Knight cunnilingus on Catwoman. And the higher up said, cut that out because superheroes don't do that. And thus, nerd, blurred, every form of Twitter, even Black Twitter, jumped in the DMs and jumped on the tweets and just called out DJ Khaled for ruining the Dark Knight Detective.
I still don't know how y'all let DJ Khaled get away with that. Like he literally came out. I was like, yo, I don't.
Straight up. Nah, I'm the king in my house. I ain't do that.
Because he's the
on
best.
Your wife, bro. Like, come on, man.
Hey, man.
This is my hair, man.
Did she leave him? No.
I don't know.
I doubt it, man. That's a lot of money to. That's a lot. Well, you know what? It ain't about money. It's about happiness. If she ain't happy, she gotta go somewhere else. But I just love the fact that we, as a people, as human beings on this planet that we call Earth, did not talk about Juneteenth becoming a holiday. Did not talk about Joe Biden versus Vladimir Putin. All we cared about was Batman did not eat the puss. And I sat there and said, it's either time for us to, bro. It's either time for us to go outside or it's time for Galactus to come and eat us. It's over. We are done as a
wrap.
Race.
Like Galactus has come on.
Just
put
come
us out
on
of my misery.
Silver Surfer, just come on through. Look, y'all start off with Florida. I guarantee you'll get a good meal out of it and just work your way across the globe.
Yeah, start with Florida. Don't start at Virginia. VA all day. Yeah, we're talking about superheroes and going downs or not going downs of fictional characters.
Exactly.
Like trending for 3 days. It's ridiculous.
And it's not the first time. I mean, if you've seen the movie Mallrats, everyone remembers the conversation with Brody and Stanley. Hey, Stan, the thing. Is his dingus made of rock?
Is it made of rock too? Made of rock? Does Superman need to use a kryptonite condom?
And I just love that Stanley, in his ever-present glow of awesomeness, just goes, it's not something I really thought about. Good luck, Brody.
Oh, man.
Like, what the fuck?
Hey, it might explain that blood on the suit for that new picture that came out.
Oh, another great segue. Could have been that time of the month. I don't know.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. You can be a savage, man, but don't be that savage. Like, I feel like unless you're like a vampire, you should never, like, this should just be a non-negotiable. Look, we'll just wait till next week. You know what I'm saying? Let's wait till next week.
Because here's my thing. We all know in the Batcave, he's got all of his trophies from his rogues gallery.
Facts.
What does he have of Catwoman? That suit definitely says now. And great segue, Chris, because the Batman suit got a little teaser with some drops of blood on it. Could be Selena's. We don't know. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
We haven't went off the rails. We were never on the rails.
I don't think so.
Like
I don't think so. Once Idris Elba made us wet like ball okra, it was game over. We were done.
It's the British accent.
It's the way I do it, bro.
You don't like my accent. That's what it is. It's like
watch your wife come out of nowhere and just snuff you, man. Don't you tease Idris.
Yo, I did, like, me and my friends at Geek Salad, we actually did a skit about that like 3 years ago. Where I was like, yo, I played like a washed-up actor who kept losing roles to Idris Elba.
Oh,
and I was
my
like, yo,
goodness.
I know he at. He training. I'm about to go talk to him and handle him right now. And then I cut to like a video montage of him doing like kickboxing.
Oh,
and I just like run away. It's ridiculous, man. The dude is like rocked up,
right,
just to a dumb level.
Oh yeah, and he's a DJ, bro.
He is a DJ.
He is a DJ.
Yo,
you have to know he's a selector. Let me stop before the Brixton Mafia come and bust my ass.
He love Brixton. Song request. Handsome bastard, I hate you.
Oh, damn. The views of Idris hatred does not reflect the views of Geek Table Talk and Arye's opinions and Arye's opinions alone. We love you, Idris. Come on the show. All right. So with blood on suit, we might as well talk about DC movies. DC has been doing a lot of hey guys, here's some teasers and nothing paying off.
You like suits? Here's one with some blood. Oh, you like the Flash? Here's a logo.
Here's what's the old boy that played Flash? Ezra Miller. Here's what Ezra Miller is going to be playing in the wearing in the new Flash film. So I think it's Andy Muschietti. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. If people want to come and tell me, please correct me. I enjoy that. He gets on Twitter and just goes, "Hey everybody, guess what? I got some suits to tease. Here's the Flash." And it's just the chest piece with the Flash logo. And basically, it looks flashy. No pun intended. I see like these circuitry cutouts, looks like patterns and things like that. So I guess when he's, riding the lightning and ice skating, fucking hate his run. I hate Ezra Miller's run in that goddamn DC universe.
Hey, you don't.
It's not realistic.
It's so not.
I don't understand. Like,
I just want Chariots of Fire.
Nobody runs like that.
You want Chariots of Fire? Like, how do you get that so wrong? Like, oh man.
You know what pissed me off about it? Just the fact that for it to actually make it into a theater or make it to HBO Plus, like 20, 30, 40 different people have to sign off on what we're seeing.
And run.
And who signed? It's like he's doing magic, like at the same time, like throwing
It's like 30 pieces of flair that you really don't care about.
Like, yeah, like why? Who runs like that? Like,
no one.
Guys don't run like that. Girls don't run like that.
No one.
I've never seen anybody run like that. It's ridiculous.
Usain Bolt, like no one went and said, let's go talk to the fastest man in the world. Mighty Usain, speak to us, bro. I am going to run. And then, Usain would have just told him, eat a bunch of yams, bro, because your shit is weak. Like,
oh, that is no one runs like that.
No one.
Man. I would have preferred like the Naruto ninja run. You know,
I'd have lost my shit if he'd have did that.
Just running like,
oh yeah, ninja vanish.
That would have been better.
Exactly. Shit, I mean, dude, I've seen toddlers run better than that. Little chubby legs, but got full sprint going.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude. But anyway, the suit. You get a teaser of the suit. It seems pretty cool. Would like to see a full picture of it, Andy. Let's get that going. I think they might be afraid that nerddom will probably come with righteous anger if it don't look right. But the much cooler reveal came a week before when Andy got back on Twitter and said, hey, do you guys know who's playing Batman in my Flash film? The original Batman himself. And then I went, Adam West? And I was wrong.
60s TV show.
I was like, Adam West, sure, I'm ready. But they did another teaser of the Batman suit that Michael Keaton will be wearing in the new Flash film. And as I said before, he probably was on a mission with Catwoman because there is some blood dripping on that suit. And it has the 1989 insignia. Batman came out in 89 insignia. So we do know this is the Tim Burton version of Batman. He will probably be, because the Flash movie is supposed to deal with different universes because it's going to play off of the Flashpoint storyline. So I thought that was pretty cool. Once again, I would love to see the actors fully in it. Let's get that going. DC and Andy, get y'all shit together.
Bring it on. Get it out of the way.
Let's go. Let's freaking go, man. Jeez. And one more suit got revealed in its entirety. Yay. Zachary Levi was pictured and posted all over Twitter with the new suit he'll be wearing in the Shazam sequel. And it came to mixed reviews. It premiered with mixed reviews. I think the suit looks pretty cool. He actually bulked up a little bit more. There's less padding than it was in the first movie, because he just kind of looked like, hey, I'm a 90-pound weakling wearing a padded suit. He actually got a lot bigger. Nowhere near Henry Cavill or Chris Hemsworth big, but big enough to say, oh, we need to go a little bit off the padding and let his natural muscles show. Yeah. He yelled Shazam and his muscles happen. So I like it. If you look at the pictures, the cape is not there because the cape, just like they did with Superman, is going to be CG'd in. It's going to be a visual effect. I like the suit. Many think it's a color swap of Superman's suit in the Justice League movies and in the Man of Steel movies. I don't think so, but it does have that pattern that runs with it. What do y'all think of the suit? Anybody? Yay, nay?
It looks cool.
Back to the drawing board.
No, it doesn't look bad.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I like it. I think it's better than the first one. Chris?
Yeah, I agree. I have no problems with it.
Okay.
Like it.
Naomi, break it down.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, well.
I'm more Marvel, but I'll check it out.
Okay. You've chose wisely. You have chosen wisely.
Suit wise or whatever. At least that was a fun movie though.
Yeah,
let's be real. Like
people hate Shazam, and I'm like, why?
Oh, I'm glad y'all said that because I wanted to get you guys' opinion of Shazam. I'm one of those people that kind of hated Shazam.
That's okay.
It had its moments, it had its cool parts.
You in North Carolina, y'all don't know no better.
He's stupid. Look, when at the end was like all the kids is joining in, and it's just like it's kind of like a Voltron, but like no
Power
like,
Rangers more like
more so Power Rangers, right? You're right. It was
Yeah.
no Zords or no
Right.
mech suits, but still, man, I was just like, yeah, this is kind of corny, bro. Like,
yeah, I feel you.
I would say this though, my
Okay,
kids
that
like
was a
it.
little.
If I had known it was going to be so kiddie like that, then
Mhm.
I probably would feel different about it because I would go
Right.
in expecting it to be like I like more movies, even if it's going to be PG-13. I prefer movies with a little more edge to it.
Got you. Got you. No, and that's totally understandable. I personally love it because it was in Philly. That's my second home. 2, ooh man, her name escapes me, but she played
Megan Good.
yes. Ooh, when she
Okay,
came in her
highlight.
super suit.
That was.
And I mean actually premiere guys, not nasty thoughts, but I was like, look at Megan Good. Ooh, look at Megan Good. Lord, look at Megan Good. But I enjoyed it because it was just a fun movie. It had I don't know, it just like my inner child was just happy when I watched
kind of
it.
enjoyed it because I came in expecting like I'm coming from the DC grim dark everything, and that's why I was finally like, oh, all right, cool, something
It was a
bit
nice
more
palate cleanser.
lighthearted, yeah.
It was a good palate cleanser. It was like, I'm
It's a
tired
good
of
thing
all
too.
of
Yeah.
the sun doesn't shine in Gotham. We get it.
Grim dark.
I don't eat vagina. I just fight vigilance. It's like that'd be awesome if that was on there. I don't eat vagina. I'm a vigilante. I am the night. Okay, buddy. Cool for you. But no, I liked it, and if you didn't like it, I totally understand it. It's not for everyone, but if you're into the Snyderverse, do you enjoy your dark days and your horrible nights?
Yes,
And
you're gonna need counseling after every
exactly
Snyder movie.
Oh,
but it's
geez.
okay. It's worth it, man.
At least Army of the Dead was fun. I got to give it to Zach. He made another
like
fun
Army of the
zombie
Dead.
film, and kudos to him. But going back to the Batman versus the Vag, he went too far and posted the picture of Batman and Catwoman in the state of Lickalotopus, and somebody just wrote, as usual, Zack Snyder takes it a step further. No one asked him to. He just did it. And he just goes, this is canon. So, yay for Zack Snyder. Thank goodness your DC Universe run is done. All right. I think I was rude about that. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was the news. I had fun talking about the news, but let's get into the talk. The reason why I have gathered everyone here today, E3 has come and gone, and hot damn, I'm in a state of happiness, yet in a state of meh, but also in a state of what the fuck is wrong with you people? So let's get it started. First thing to come out of E3 presentations, let's just call it the showcases, whatever they want to call it. Many were boring. Many did not wow me personally. Only 2 of them did. Only 2 conferences did. And it kind of irks me to ask this question, but I think I'm gonna ask it. Should E3 be a thing nowadays? Should it still exist?
Like, is it necessary now?
Yeah, is it truly necessary now?
Yeah. That's a good question. I think it's less necessary. You know what I'm saying? With the way social media is and everybody's connected, something like E3 back in the day was like, it was super duper exciting. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you're seeing all the top games that are about to come out, and you can get excited for things. But it's like the way companies leak information now and the way it's shared, it's just like, I already knew about that. You know what I'm saying? Or I heard rumblings that this was going to be a thing. So I don't think I think it's less necessary now than in the past.
Not only was it the big rumblings of everything, the big showcase, but man, well, that's what it was, the big showcase. You had people going all out. Companies like these booths were insane. They were doing all kinds of crazy shenanigans,
with tons of booth girls.
Yeah.
You nerds like women, don't you? Sorry.
But you're right though. Like nowadays, I mean, with the way information is, let's just stick it with like how Nintendo does it, where it's they're every few quarters, every quarter, whatever. Let's throw out a big video of hey, this is the stuff we got going on.
Because out of the big three, they were the first to step away from E3 as the convention, and started with the Nintendo Direct presentations. They didn't do the big stage shows or anything. They were like, nah, I think we're gonna buck out of this, And then Sony followed suit, and then Microsoft is like, bitch, we still gonna show up. We gonna show up and show out.
My deal is I agree, it's not really necessary, but I like looking forward to this time of the year. I mean, it's something to get excited about, so I like having it.
It's our Christmas.
Yeah, it's just like Christmas. Like you get all the companies showing up, you can see all kind of, you get all kind of new information, but at the same time, it is not necessary. I mean, they could still divide this up and everything, but I just like looking forward to it,
Naomi, did you check out any of the E3 stuff?
No, but I definitely agree. You find your news with social media.
Yep. So with that, we might as well just go into the announcements or presentations. I guess we can go more of what were the big announcements that got you, that was like, holy, all right, I'm ready to run with it. I got my $60 because the games is 60, but if I got Sony, I got to pony up another 10, so I got 70 here. What big announcements throughout E3 caught your attention to where it's like, all right, this is it, I got it, this is what I want? Let's start with Dave.
Go with the Metroid, man. Old school.
Oh yes,
with
Samus's Bay.
Yeah. So
sorry,
that came out of nowhere because no one was expecting another one. We thought they might be like, hey, let's maybe throw in some Metroid Prime 4, maybe.
Yeah.
But no, that was a pleasant surprise. No, I'm hyped, man. There you go.
Okay. Well, Metroid. All right, Chris. Well, we already know. You on Phil's payroll.
Well, Halo's back. I mean, Halo actually looks good now.
Ooh, yes. Clive is looking all sexy.
And then the confirmation that exclusives coming to Xbox, including Bethesda games.
Yeah.
So I mean, for Microsoft, this was kind of like them getting back on track. I mean, they have a lot coming. I mean, the drought. I've seen one guy say like the drought of exclusives and first party games is finally over. They finally have something coming.
Right.
I mean, it's going to take a little bit longer, but still, I mean, they're coming back.
Yeah. Naomi?
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch? No.
Didn't we just discuss this? Like,
oh yeah, my bad. I wanted to include.
No, you're fine. I just don't really play too many video games.
Oh well, that's okay. So,
look,
it's.
I think it's cool.
Hey, that's a thumbs up. That's enough for me. All right, Arye, don't clown now. I know you play Pokemon heavy. So
listen, man, don't Pokemon shame me. All right, I'm trying to catch them all.
Don't. Whoa, hold on. Yeah, don't hate on the man for that.
No, I've never played Pokemon.
I'll come at you.
Can't lie, man. I love my Yu-Gi-Oh. Leave me alone.
It was funny because like I watched just to get caught up on. I watched some of the E3 like the wrap ups yesterday. The only game because I'm kind of like a game. I'm a retired gamer, but I still play. Yeah. It's like now it's a couple of different like whatever games like my homeboys are like really up on because we always play together. Like usually it's Call of Duty or something like that. Because this is oh my god, playing with your friends, especially if your friends are as goofy as you are. Right. Playing something like Call of Duty is like we can play all night. The one game that I saw that I think I might actually give a try was Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay. The thing about it that looked kind of weird. I'm like, why didn't they use the actors from the movie?
They
You know,
ain't
when they
got
were
the
modeling
money.
the characters. Money. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, Peter Quill, but he don't look like the actor, the dude from what's the name of that show?
Chris
That dude.
Pratt.
Yeah, Chris
Doesn't
Pratt.
look like Chris Pratt. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
nah.
the same drama that many people had with the Avengers game.
Yeah,
Why they don't look like Robert Downey Jr.? You got to
Right.
sacrifice
You
your
gonna have to-
firstborn. You got to pay them prices.
Got to
And
pay him.
Rocket with his goatee. I'm like, what the hell?
Right.
Well, that's from the comic books. You
Oh, it
know,
is?
that's how he looked. I think 2 years ago, he had the little, long goatee and everything. And
It's like, I'm tired of people calling me a raccoon. So like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
and I love the fact now they're just like, okay, you're an intergalactic trash panda. Just figure
Boom.
out, just
There
figure
you
out the guns, damn it.
But yeah, that's the one joint I'm looking forward to.
Okay.
It looks like a good time.
See,
It's
and
like the movies do. I think they kind of capture that essence.
Right.
It's like the movies. It's this ragtag group of dudes and the girl, and they just getting into mischief.
right.
Yeah, they out there, they
Intergalactic
doing
mystery.
shenanigans.
Dude
Space
shenanigans in the cosmos. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's perfect.
And you see, I thought when you said, playing with your partners and doing Call of Duty, I thought you would have said the Battlefield multiplayer.
I've never played Battlefield.
Okay.
I've always been is Battlefield on PlayStation and Xbox?
Yeah.
Or that just
Yeah, it's all
on both?
systems.
Yeah, I've just always been Call of Duty.
Okay. Well, the way they showed this Battlefield, how many was it? 128 players?
Yeah, it looked epic.
64 versus 64
Oh,
v
wow.
64. I'm like, man,
Losing.
I can't wait to listen to the Rage Quit videos.
That is
'Cause-
listen.
Woo!
That is one of the most satisfying things. For like you playing a match against somebody and it's you and your partners or whatever, and the other team has been doing stupid stuff the whole time, or maybe you
Yeah.
can hear them talking trash,
Right.
and then you kill one of them, and they're so mad. Like, bro, how did I? I'm like, oh my god, it feeds my soul. Like, you know what I'm saying? It makes me feel good.
You pull a
make people
T-Pain
rage
on them.
Yes. Oh yeah, that was a dope video. Dope video.
I want all of them. I want all the smoke.
All of them.
And I love his partner. I don't know if that's his girlfriend or his wife or whoever's directing his stream.
Yeah.
I love how she just called that. You're going for the one that said it, huh? He's like, no. He told his whole crew, yo, step back. I want all of them. And they were like, you sure? I want all of them. He went after the one that called him the N-word, and his whole team just slaughtered them all. Cornballs. Boom, drop the control. I'm like, that's.
But listen,
I
this
used
was
to
fun. I gotta skate a little early because we're shooting the Geek Salad Podcast.
Oh, awesome. All right, man. Well,
thanks for having me on, man. This was fun.
Arye, thank you for joining us, man.
No doubt. Y'all be good.
Y'all make sure to check out the Geek Salad Podcast on YouTube and wherever you get your streaming services from.
No doubt. Happy
And I'll put it in the
Juneteenth,
link.
everybody.
Happy Juneteenth to you, man. Stay black. Or beige, yellow, whatever color you are, stay that way. All right. So with E3, my thing with E3, quite frankly, I'm just going to throw it out there real quick. Metroid had me in tears. Halo had me cheering for redemption. Microsoft's whole damn conference was the shit. Nintendo's was awesome. Sadly, Sony did not participate this year, but I got a feeling they're going to do a state of play probably at the end of this month or announce something for August, around July, August. Games wise, like I said, Metroid had me. Guardians, I'm definitely gonna try. I'm definitely gonna try it. But whew, I think that was really about it on the games end. Halo is the most definite. But the fact that Microsoft finally kept their promise, because you had a whole generation that had no game, like really no good exclusives at all. It was barren. And the fact that the promise of the 360 came back in the Series S and X, I thought was dope. We're here about games, and that is it. We're just doing games. And the fact that they came back with a second extended conference presentation, just to throw more salt in the wound to everybody. Like, oh, here's another thing. You got an Xbox One X? Oh, you really want to play Flight Simulator? You can play it because it'll be cloud gaming.
Okay.
All our games, whether it's next or / current gen or anything in the future, is going through the cloud. Your Xbox One is now a cloud player. Thank us. Like, I seriously think Phil Spector just walked out, no shirt on, chest puffed, hair flowing in the wind like Fabio. And we as gamers sat there and just ogled at his magnificence. No, we didn't. But I thought that was really cool. I think Microsoft is definitely they're leading the charge in cloud gaming now. Stadia is done. There's nothing, I don't think there's anything Google can do to make Stadia anything that even like Naomi, that you're not a big game player, but I don't think they could come up to you and say, we can convince you you're going to play video games, and you'll be like, prove it.
Right.
Well, here's what we have.
Game sounds fun.
Right. So, kudos to Microsoft. The drought is over. The games they showed, 2021 is going to be a good year, but 2022, I think, is where the war is going to happen, because Sony's got a little bit of PR fixing to do with the whole cross-gen, because Microsoft already said it. The Xbox One, you could leave it as a set-top box. You can use it for cloud gaming, but we are concentrating strictly on the S and X now. So I think if you want to come in as a gamer, now is the time. Well, if you can get a system.
Yeah, I think that's why Sony's doing it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. There's more PS4s in the wild than there are PS5s.
Mm-hmm.
But then Microsoft is like, console, we don't need no damn console. Put it on your smart TV, baby.
Right.
Put it on your phone. You could sit it. Girl, you got a Galaxy Flip? Sis, sit down. I'm Phil Spencer. Let me learn you something. You can play Tetris from Microsoft on xCloud. We got you, boo. We got you. I think Microsoft is, then I'm not going to say they're going to win the console war. That's because I think they're beyond it now. I think the console is just like, okay, we made it. You can use it if you want.
Right.
Cloud gaming is where it is, and we are going to be the driving force.
It can be a service now.
Game service. So they're not going to play anymore. So Sony, Nintendo, you guys can continue to make the dope hardware. I'll definitely buy it. Which, props for Nintendo for not even talking about a Switch Pro. It was all about the games. It was all about the games. Here's some the sequel to Breath of the Wild. You like that? Here it is. You wanted Metroid? We told you we're working on 4. We're working on Prime 4. Here's Metroid 5. I squeed. I was happy. I was like, Samus's Bay. And I was good to go. The other developers, Devolver Digital always has the craziest presentation. I think they have the best one. Was it Gearbox? Gearbox one was not good. That was just booty McBooty.
They talked more about the movie than their games, man.
Yeah, it was not good. I was like, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all need help.
Square as well. Only people only want to hear about Final Fantasy 7 Part 2 and Final Fantasy 16, and they didn't talk about either one of them.
No. Capcom was completely a joke. That was just not good at all. Ubisoft was okay.
Right.
Ubisoft had some promising things coming, especially Far Cry 6. I mean, Gus Fring, man, come on. Gus Fring is coming. He gonna blow. Hopefully, he don't blow up in his half of them. But to end this little round table, Naomi, I still want you to give a grade. Doesn't matter if you watched or not.
I like games. Like when my brothers are over, I'll watch them play the game, but it's confusing for me.
Got you.
But I'll watch.
So I guess we're gonna do the ABC DF kind of grading. We'll do old school school grading. E3 2021. What's your grade, Chris?
Oh man, as a whole, I give it like a C minus.
Okay.
But Nintendo and Xbox, I mean, that's what saved it from being an F, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Dave?
Yeah, I'll give it a C minus. Overall, is like we said, it's getting to the point where, look, don't get me wrong, I like being hyped up by all the shenanigans, whether it be games, comics, whatever. But it's getting to the point where we don't need the giant spectacle anymore,
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of showed after this, So yeah, I give it that C.
Okay. I, on the other hand, give it a D plus. Microsoft came out like they wanted to be winners, and they showed us they were winners. Nintendo did what they had to do, but all the other presentations, and it was just like meh. Like I wasn't excited. I was excited, but I wasn't like, oh my god, I need to pre-order. Which kind of pissed me off because I tried to go pre-order the special edition of Metroid 5, and life happened. And the amiibos. I want those amiibos.
Question. Is it fair to really judge this E3 hard, as much as we are, because they are coming up for a full year of COVID,
Yeah.
All their production came to a screaming halt, so they almost had like scraping to
that
show
is
it.
true. You know what? Let's reverse it. Let's just throw it out the window. No grades. Hey guys, y'all came back. At least you came back. Comic-Con was supposed to be coming back, I think. Maybe. But it was kind of meh.
It's like them trying to pick themselves off the ground again,
Right. And I will say it is, though. That summer Games Fest wasn't that good this year. Was not good this year. And I think it was because Hideo Kojima. Oh man, people were looking for the brand new game he's supposed to be working with Xbox and Microsoft, but it was just like, hey, you like Death Stranding? You'll love Death Stranding Director's Cut. And I just went, this is Zack Snyder all over again. God, no. So yeah, no grade. It is what it is. You gave the old college try. There was some hits, but there was a whole lot of misses. So 2022, hopefully, people are back in convention centers. If not, I don't know what to say. Come back better. But I will say if they go back to being in the convention centers, E3 needs to be media only. Keep the public out. Let the media just do what they got to do. But when they have those so-called media backroom presentations, let the media show off what they saw and not just talk about it. Give us everything that we want, But yeah. So that's it for the roundtable. Let's end it there. And we will go to our pseudo favorite category of what are you playing? What are you watching? We all know Chris does not read, but what are you reading? So we will let our guests go first, Miss Naomi Foxx. What are you playing? Doesn't have to be video games. It could be board games, anything. What are you watching? It makes sense. And what are you reading?
Gotcha. Of course, I'm watching Disney Plus Loki. I've been watching that. A lot of Ryan Murphy stuff.
Okay.
Catching up, waiting for American Horror Story. I'm not playing anything.
No problem.
But yeah, and I'm always just picking up old comics, reading them, especially like from the 90s, the X-Men, Uncanny X-Men. I love that stuff. So
nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Dave, everything's on PC, so we know you're playing on PC.
Anyway, back to the focus on me. I'm like everyone watching Loki, man. Come on. Why aren't you, Chris? Why aren't you? Anyway,
that's fine.
So, as far as playing, to be real, not a whole lot lately. I just been sticking with some Overwatch and some other things like that. And then, as far as reading, I mean, you see all the manga behind me and everything. All my Jujutsu Kaisen and My Hero Academia and all that stuff. So,
Besto friendo.
Yeah, besto friendo.
Nice. Chris, we already know literacy is for suckers. So what are you reading? Well, no, what are you playing? What are you watching?
Well, I guess I will be watching Loki coming up.
You better.
As far as playing, I'm playing Jedi Fallen Order right now. Finally getting around to playing that. But soon I will be playing Dark Alliance. That's supposed to drop on Game Pass in 4 or 5 days.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a multiplayer D&D game. So that's what I will be playing. But right now it is Jedi Order.
Nice. As for me, ladies and gentlemen, what I have been playing, if you've been following me on Twitch, you would know. And if you're not, well, www.twitch.tv/madnessad. It's right there at the bottom of your screen, right there. So I've been playing mostly a lot of retro stuff, River City Girls, Not a Hero. But on Wednesdays, I will be playing Spider-Man Miles Morales for web swinging or web slinging Wednesdays. Mondays, I do a case of the Mondays. I just pick a random game and I just go off on it. Fridays is the weekend wig flip. That's where I say to hell with the 5 days of work. It's time for me to act a fool. And that's where I've been playing Not a Hero and Hunt Down. Gotta love Hunt Down. Hunt Down is an awesome game. As for what I'm watching, Loki, duh. There is an awesome animated series on Netflix. It's only 6 episodes, easy binge, coming out of the Philippines, called Trece. It's a supernatural animated series based on a Filipino comic book, which is very popular. And I highly recommend you check that out. Also, if you are a fan of samurai movies, Rurouni Kenshin, The Final, just dropped on Netflix, and I was watching it before we started this, so I'm going back and finish it. There will be a movie review on it, so I may be calling on some friends. Y'all better watch it. I've watched all of Pose. I'm good. I have kept up. I am good. I cried. I'm all right. Pray tell forever.
Right.
That is a show I do highly recommend.
Awesome show.
Amazing show. You know, we get to see young trans people of color living in a time where it was a very dangerous time, and it's still dangerous to these days, you know, but you got to hope things get better. But I highly recommend you check that. What else? I finished Jujutsu Kaisen. Besto friendo. I am good. I think that's basically it that I've been watching. Pause with Sam J on HBO. That's another great show if you want to see some cool conversation with young hip people of this age. The millennials are actually speaking. That's a show I'd recommend. As for reading, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna make it real quick because we gotta go. Milestone returns.
Oh yes.
Black Comics. This is issue 0, Infinite Edition 0. I also have the white cover, which I hope if I ever meet Dennis Cowan, I'm gonna be like, my brother, I ain't got no money, but if you can please draw static on this bad boy for me. And maybe in the back, another picture of Static or me as Static, a little more muscular, a hell of a lot smaller. I will sing your praises. Also, Bitter Root. If you are not reading Bitter Root, you are a bitter human being. Shout out to Miss Regina King, who was chosen to direct the Bitter Root movie. All I'm saying is you got to get Ma Etta right, and everything else falls into place. Along with my milestone kick, Static Season 1, Issue 1 is out, guys. Go get it. Go get it. And if you want, you can sing the theme song that was done by Romeo for the cartoon. Make yourself feel better. And last but not least, sad. This is a sad one. Donny Cates' run on Venom ends with Venom 200 or issue 35. It just depends on how you want to read it. This was one of the best Venom stories. I know people are saying no, Lethal Protector or Maximum Carnage, whatever Venom story our Venom fans will choose. No, this Donny Cates run was one of the best runs. And I used to be a strong hardcore Venom fan, and then I walked away from it because I got tired of him. But Donny Cates reinvigorated my love for Venom. And man, issue 200 is 80 pages. It is awesome. And also, please read, because it's coming to an end too. The Immortal Hulk. If you have yet to read The Immortal Hulk, get off your ass. Go to your local local comic book store. Shop local, shop often, and get the trades of Al Ewing's magnificent run of Immortal Hulk. It ends with issue 50, but right now I believe for the trades or the collections, it's up to volume 9. I think volume 9 comes out on the 20, I think next Wednesday. So whatever that Wednesday is, it's coming out. Pick them up. Like I said, this is Al Ewing doing peyote and LSD with Jack Kirby, Stan Lee, and David Cronenberg. And they called Peter David and did prank calls on him because it is the most gruesome version of the Incredible Hulk you will ever witness.
Oh, this sounds good.
Oh, trust me. If you've ever seen any Cronenberg film, if y'all know who David Cronenberg is, Canadian director, he is the master of body horror. You had to have seen The Fly with Jeff Goldblum, or Videodrome with James Woods. If you see how Jeff Goldblum transforms into The Fly, take a 90-pound weakling and turn him into a 1,200-pound behemoth of green skin. Now imagine the body contorting, breaking, and just reforming to become that. It shows it.
Oh yeah.
Live and in living color. So I highly recommend it because issue 50 is the final issue. And the crazy thing is, if I remember right, Donny Cates is going to the Incredible Hulk, and Venom and Al Ewing is going to take over Venom. So man, let's see how crazy that shit's gonna be. And one more final thing. Congratulations to Mr. Ta-Nehisi Coates. Sadly, his run on Black Panther has ended with issue 25, but god damn, did he end it with a bang, because it's a spoiler, but trust me, you still want to read it. That man found every Black Marvel superhero and brought them all to Wakanda. It was black on black. It's not crime. It was black on black superhero and villainy. It was just so beautiful to see, Manifold, Misty Knight, Blue Marvel. Who else was in there? Like Luke Cage, Monica Rambeau. Storm was just immaculate
when they teamed up together.
Oh man, awesome. When she just told him, "Hit me."
That's it.
Are you sure? I was waiting for Ta-Nehisi to write Storm like Storm was summoning lightning from the X-Men cartoons.
Oh, that would have been dope.
I'd have lost it. Lightning, embrace her with your power. I would have been like, "That's it, man. Ain't no better writer." Black man did it right.
Yeah.
I implore everyone to, if you don't want to read A Nation Under Our Feet or the the storyline where they said that the Wakandans became colonizers, which pissed a lot of fans off, the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda is some of the best sci-fi writing I've read in a while. And yes, it is very tropey heavy. It is. But oh my goodness, issue 25, issue 24, 23, 24, and 25, when those Black superheroes started coming, I just went, yep. Old boy from the Wrecking Crew came in. I was like, all right, this is it. Let's go. It
was like Endgame.
Exactly. It was a Black version of No, it was a Black game. That don't make sense. It don't make sense. But it was
amazing.
Beautiful. It was beautiful.
I'll allow it.
It was beautiful. If Black Panther, if T'Challa would have said, "All my brothers, sisters. And then it went dun, 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 assemble.
That would have been awesome.
Game over.
Mm-hmm.
Game over. Black Vengers. I don't know. What would be a good, because he had the crew. It was Black Panther and the crew.
And the crew. Uh-huh.
So I wonder, an all Black Avengers comic, just, you know, because there's Agents of Wakanda. Oh man, I would lose my shit. Just the fact of having Luke Cage talk shit at people, you know, I would just be like, all right, we good, you know. And I know somebody in the chat says, well, that already exists. He was a part of the new Avengers. I'm like, no. I need them all to be Black, all of them. That's all.
I have a Black team on my shelf, like of all the different ones that Marvel Legends has made. I think it's awesome.
See,
yeah,
it can happen. I
mean,
it could happen. You know, I know the Comics Gate kids will be like, but the Avengers are white. Yeah, but we're not saying Tony Stark's Black.
No,
you just got to get the name right, man. Like,
you got to get the name. You can't call it the Black Avengers.
I was about to say it can't be Black Vengers or something like that. That's just like
what, Chris?
It's a regular.
Regular.
Because you know, every time they use it, you know, if you say Black Avengers, what you using qualifiers, and then I automatically go to C Lab 2021 with Black Debbie. Well, because she's Black. Well, what about White Debbie? No, she's just Debbie, but she's Black. You know,
Black Falcon. Black Falcon.
I can't just be Falcon. Why,
right.
Black? Don't you give me that respectability politics, damn it. I'm Falcon. Falcon was in it.
Yeah, he was. Him and what is their name? There's two of them. Patriot.
Yeah, Patriot.
And what's the other one? Isaiah Bradley.
Isaiah's son.
Yeah.
And then the grandson.
Right.
I can't remember his name. They called them all out. They had a who's who of Black superheroes in Marvel. That the last time they did that was for the wedding of Black Panther and Storm. And that's when they brought out Isaiah Bradley in a wheelchair.
In the wheelchair, yeah.
And Wolverine was looking mad sus because they clowned him. Because he's like, why is everybody around him? And I'm like, hey, you little short shit. Not everybody is attracted to you, bro.
Right.
They are people who do things. I got claws coming out my hands. Motherfucker, I fought racism. You know? But I just loved how, I think it was Luke Cage that said it. I can't believe he did it. Once again, T'Challa does the impossible. Because the whole thing was Isaiah went into hiding. Like he became secluded. And the fact that Panther went out his way and said, no. Every hero of color has to see this moment.
Right.
And Isaiah Bradley comes out, they're rolling him out, and you just see a swarm of heroes just go towards Isaiah. And it was like, yep, Moses is back with his people. So you know, it's awesome.
It's a big moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a Juneteenth moment in comics.
Hey,
you're welcome.
There you go.
Yay, I went with the day, the holiday. So, all right, we got to wrap this up. So, ladies and gentlemen, as usual, you know what you're watching, but I will say it again. This was episode 10 of the Geek Table Talk. You know the drill. Hit that red subscribe button. It'll only take a second. Blue thumbs up. Blue thumbs are always cool, and it helps with the YouTube algorithm, which is completely crazy. So help us help you to find our show. And hit that bell, turn your notifications to all so you'll be notified when a new episode of Geek Table Talk, movie reviews, game reviews, all kinds of stuff we will put on that good old channel will pop up, and you can go watch and enjoy. Also, I'm on Twitch. I'm on Twitch. Y'all already know it, but now I'm a Twitch affiliate. So check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/madnessad. Affiliation. Help me make some money, y'all. Just help me make some money.
Bring it in.
Come on, baby. Subscribe. Let's make it hail. Let them pennies flow. You know? Help a brother. And as always, you already know the Geek Table Talk is not sponsored. So it is sponsored by no one. It keeps us honest. But if you want to slide a little bit of dollars here, whether your business is fake or not, come on in. Let us know. Get at me at heyoant77@gmail.com. I'll throw your logo somewhere. I'll even tattoo it on my forehead. That's not going to happen. I have After Effects, so it'll be a visual effect. So that's not going to happen. But if you are enjoying the show, please leave a comment. Share the show with friends. Let them know about our crazy asses. Why? Because the more the merrier. And I want definitely, as well as Chris and Dave, as well as Naomi, who is our awesome guest, we want to chat. We want to have a conversation. Come on through and come on in. So, with that being said, I want to thank Arye the King from the Geek Salad Podcast. Make sure y'all go check that out. I will post the link in the comments as well in the description. Y'all go show that brother and his crew some love because they are an amazing podcast and they do it for love just like us. Our love of geekdom and blurredism. That's why we do it. Also, last but never least, the lovely Miss Naomi Foxx. Appreciate you so much for jumping on. I was like, the first time I say I'm gonna just invite her. She's probably gonna say no, but it's cool. At least
I'm always down. Let me know, I'll be there.
All right, because we're gonna talk we're gonna talk toys, figures, collections.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
We're gonna talk about this collecting thing. So thank you so much for joining us. You are always welcome.
Thank you.
Anytime. Come on through. Even if we ain't doing the show, you know how to get in touch.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
For Mr. Christopher, I gets paid by Microsoft, bitch. McNabb. To David, PC is the master race. Bow before me. Welty. I am your friendly neighborhood super Negro, aka Anthony Sterling. Yes, that is my government. You know how to follow me. You know where I am. Madness 3030 on Twitter, on Instagram. I ain't hard to find, but I'm not easy to fool. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. I also sell t-shirts, but I don't feel like hawking that right now. Thank you for watching, because keep in mind, you guys are the most important. I appreciate everyone who has been watching, who has subscribed, who's been supporting. You guys are the real MVP. So with that being said, until next time, remember, wash your hands, wash your feet. Most importantly, wash your ass. We are still in a broken Panasonic tape deck, and the tape is stuck. And hopefully, someday, some way, the maintenance man will come and fix it, and we'll be right back moving and grooving again. Highly doubt it, because many of you are hard-headed.
It's another story.
That's another story. So, until next time, stay geeky.